Hey guys, it's Alexis, aka the Sloth Reader, and I'm here today to do my Funko collection video. I've been kind of wanting to do one of these for a while, pretty much since I've started collecting Funkos. I've been wanting to get to a point where I had enough that I felt like I could show off. That being said, there are a couple of things I want to mention first. The first being that I've really only been collecting Funkos for about a year now, so I don't really have nearly enough, as I know some people do. Some people have like 100, 200 Funkos. I don't have nearly that many. And the reason is because also that I'm really particular about my Funkos. I kind of try to limit myself so that I'm not just buying like 100 of them and buying every single Funko that comes out in every franchise. The only exception being that a few of my very favorite franchises I buy all the Funkos in those, but I mean, I could buy every single Harry Potter Funko, but that would cost me like $200, and I just don't love some of them enough to do that. Which also kind of leads me to my next point, is that typically I don't like Funkos that are based on real people. I just don't really like the transition between like a real person to a Funko. It just, I don't like it. It ends up looking too corny to me or whatever. I'm not a fan. So most of the Funkos I own are based on animation, either, you know, video games, Disney, that kind of thing, just because I typically really don't like Funkos that are based on real people. So that being said, I guess we'll go ahead and just get into it. So with the exception of one Funko, which I will start with that one, all of my Funkos can be divided into 4 categories. The first being anime, all of my Funkos that come from anime. The next being movies, all of my Funkos that come from movies. Disney, all of my Funkos that come from Disney movies or Disney franchises. And video games, all of my Funkos that come from video games. And like I said, there's only one exception to that, and that is my Robin Funko. This is the Robin version of the original DC sketch for Robin, so that's why he's kind of a little vintage looking. This is the only one that doesn't fit into those 4 categories, because Robin is my favorite DC superhero. All of them collectively. Don't ask me to choose one. I can't. Just kidding. It's Jason Todd. But I love Robin, so I was like, I'm not going to buy every single DC Funko. That's a lot of money. So I was like, okay, my favorite DC character, I will buy the Funko for that one. And so I just got the classic Robin from the DC Comics to kind of represent my love for all of the Robins. So I guess I'll just go ahead and get into it and start off with all of my Funkos that come from anime. I have 2, 4, 6, 7 of them, so it's not really that many, but I will go ahead and show you guys. The first one I have is Soul from Soul Eater. Gosh, I really need to rewatch this. I haven't seen it in years, but I absolutely love this anime. It's super fun, and I just love the Soul Funko so much because of his just half-hooded eyes, and he's just like, whatever, and that's very much his character, and I just think it really represents him very well. Next 2 Funkos I have are my Tokyo Ghoul Funkos, and so that is Toka Kirishima and Kaneki Ken, both in their like ghoul forms with their Kagane out, and I love them. They're so hyper detailed. And just like every single detail on Kaneki with him, you know, popping the fingers and the mask, and they're just very well done and very detailed, and that's one of the reasons I really like the anime Funkos, is because I really feel like they go above and beyond of them. So, and Tokyo Ghoul is one of my favorite franchises, so absolutely I had to get both of these, and I hope they come out with more soon because I will buy all of them. The next 2 ones I got are my Ruki Akutsuki Funko and my Ichigo Kurosaki Funko, both from Bleach, and I love these just for the pure fact of, obviously, I love Ichigo's hair, but I love that they both have their Zanpakuto out with them, and I think that's just like a really cool detail that they didn't have to do. They could have just put them with the swords and the sheets, but they actually like made the, you know, individuals on Zanpakuto, and there's like Ruki as Sore no Shirayuki, and I absolutely love it, and I feel like that really captures like a huge part of what Bleach is about, and I just think these were really well done. The final 2 anime Funkos I have are my 2 Naruto Funkos, and that of course is Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto. Pretty much the same with all of them. I really love a lot of the really small details that come on both of these, like the fact that you can actually see like the zipper on Sasuke's coat, and then like you can see like the Uzumaki logo on the side of Naruto's, and these are just super well made, and they're really minimalistic, and I like them, and I am Naruto trash, so of course when these came out I was so excited, and I hope they make more Naruto ones, because imagine how cute Funko Gaara is gonna look. Like, straight up the cutest thing in existence. The next ones are all of my Funkos from movies, and I'll start with probably the first one I ever got, and that is my Star Wars R2-D2 bobblehead Funko. It's really weird to say he when you're talking about a robot, but R2-D2, this one is so cute, and I just love the bobbleness of it. I just imagine him going beep, boop, beep, boop, all around and being super adorable. I will say Star Wars is one of those franchises that it's kind of ridiculous that I don't own all of the Funkos for, because I love Star Wars so much. But I'm very particular, and I do say that I do really want the Darth Vader and the Chewbacca one, so if you know anybody wanting to give them away, I'll totally take them, because those are pretty much the only two ones from the Star Wars ones that I haven't purchased that I really want. But yeah, look how that was so cute. So cute. Next one I got is a character from one of my all-time favorite movies, and that is Oren Ishii from Kill Bill Volume 1 by Quentin Tarantino. I really like how simple the Oren one is, but I really like the fact that she's in the white kimono and she's got the sword and the sheath out, and then if you get really close on her, you can see she's got little freckles on like Lucy Liu does, and that was just a really cute detail that they didn't have to add in, but they did. And I think it makes it look absolutely adorable. Yeah, next one I got is my Baby Groot bobblehead from Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously by Marvel. And this one is just too cute, especially because Baby Groot is like one of the best parts of Guardians of the Galaxy, when he's just like dancing at the end of the movie, and it's so precious. And so I knew I wanted to have this one with his little cute hands, little bobblehead, and he's just dancing along in the pot, and it's too cute. And I love Guardians of the Galaxy, so. Next one I'm going to mention is just probably one of my favorite Funkos, just because I absolutely love this character so much, and that is Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, obviously by DreamWorks Animation, and I love Toothless, first of all, as a character. I jokingly call my black cat Toothless all the time, because he's black with his little yellowy green eyes, but I just love the Toothless one and how it's got the like fake wing on the back from obviously the part in the movie, and I love Toothless so much, and I love How to Train Your Dragon. It's one of my favorite movies, and I just had to get this little guy when he came out because he's so cute. Next one I'm going to mention is one of my 6-inch Funkos, and that is the Alien Queen from Aliens. Alien, the first one, is one of my all-time favorite movies. But I really didn't like the traditional Xenomorph Funko. It's got like the, you know, the sucker coming out of its mouth, and I just didn't like the way it looked. But they came out with the Alien Queen one, and I really like her a lot. I like how she's got like her like high-heeled boots and her long tail, and she's snarling. And I got this one definitely because even if Aliens isn't my favorite movie, Alien is. I thought this was still a pretty good representation of my love of Alien, Sigourney Weaver, and Xenomorphs, so. The next three I'm going to mention are the only Harry Potter Funkos I own, and actually only one of them I purchased by myself. The other two I received in past Owl Crate boxes, and to be honest, I probably wouldn't have bought either of them on my own, just because, again, I'm not really big on person to Funko Pops, but the first one is the one I actually bought myself, and that is the Alan Rickman Snape Funko. Obviously, I got this actually like the week after I heard Alan Rickman had passed away, and I just wanted to get this as like a memorial to him because I love Alan Rickman and he really brought Snape's character to life, and I wanted to have a way to memorialize that, so I did go out and buy me the Snape Funko as a kind of memorial to Alan Rickman. The next one I got in the January 2016 box, I believe it was the Magic box from Owl Crate, and that is Hermione Granger. And don't get me wrong, I love Hermione, one of my favorite characters of all time, but I don't know, I'm not like crazy in love with the Harry Potter Funkos. Just, again, I don't really like the like person to Funko transition, and so I try to be selective about it, but I am happy I did get Hermione because I do love Hermione absolutely. And I like that this is like frizzy-haired Hermione rather than like elegant straightened hair Hermione, because representing. The next one I got is the Luna Lovegood Funko, and I got this in Owl Crate's June 2016 box, I believe, their Good versus Evil box. And I am happy I did get Luna as opposed to Draco in the Evil box, because I do absolutely love Luna Lovegood, and she's so weird and quirky, but she's so embracive about it, and I do admit that I really like the, detail that's in here with the earrings and the spider ring, and I think she had a wand, but I think it looks like it's broken, that I might have broken it. I don't know. You guys let me know. Does she come with a wand or not? The next category of Funkos I have are my Disney Funkos. Again, I could buy every Disney Princess Funko, but I am not looking to spend that much money, so I kind of only picked out the Disney Funkos that were from franchises that I really love, which is why you'll see two of my favorite Disney princesses on here, because I kind of tried to be pretty selective about it. The first one I got is the Little Mermaid Ariel Funko, the one when she's in her mermaid form, because why would I want her as a human? Come on, Mermaid Ariel. But I love it with her like super vibrant red hair and just how sparkly the tail is and her little seashell bra, and I just absolutely love, love, love the Ariel Funko because she just sits all pretty on the shelf. Look at her. She's so cute. The next one I got is actually one I wish I hadn't gotten, and I had waited for the later Funko of this character to come out, because the later Funko is of this character sitting down, and it's much, much cuter than the one I got, but I'm not going to buy two of the same character because I'm too cheap for that. And that is going to be Stitch from Disney's Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is one of my all-time favorite movies. I've said that a lot in this, but I used to watch it all the time as a kid in front of the TV. And I love Stitch. Stitch is just one of those absolutely adorable non-human characters that you totally fall in love with, and so when they'd come out with this one, I was like, yes, I have to own the Stitch one, and like I said, I kind of wish I had waited, because they came out with a later one like 2 years later of him sitting down, and it's so much cuter, and I wish I would have waited, but I didn't. But I'm still happy that this little guy, this is just like the more evil and mischievous Stitch, but he's still Stitch and I love him. Next one is actually one of my all-time favorite Funkos that I own because of the expression on this character's face, and that is Scar from Disney's The Lion King. Look how absolutely done with everybody he is. His face literally says, "I'm surrounded by idiots." Insert Jeremy Irons voice. But I love this Funko, and I love him how he's just sitting and his tail's all curled up and he's got his little chin scruff and a scar, and I love this Funko so much because I feel like it totally embodies the character so well. The next one I have is the Jack Skellington from the Nightmare Before Christmas Funko. And I like this one just because of how beanpole it is, which I think is really nice and representative of the character of Jack Skellington because he's just a little tall beanpole. So I really like how they captured that aspect of his character in the Funko. And I like it how they don't normally put, you know, the mouse on the Funkos, but when they do, they usually really help to capture the character a lot, like with the Scar one and the Stitch one. So I like how they have his little stitched mouth and how it really helps to kind of really embody the character. The next Funko I'm going to mention is representative of one of my all-time favorite Disney princesses. I've loved her since I was young, and that is Pocahontas from Disney's Pocahontas. I absolutely love this Funko. I just love how like simple it is, and that's like part of the elegance of it, and just the hair, how it's like swooshed on this side and it looks like it's winds blowing in it, you know, and she doesn't have shoes, which is really interesting because most Funkos do. So she doesn't have her little shoes, and she's got her little toesies and her necklace and her arm piece, and I love her. I love her so much. The next one is my last Disney Funko, and that is my Rapunzel Funko. Rapunzel is my favorite Disney princess. Tangled is my favorite Disney film. So I absolutely had to have her when she came out with her absolute crazy amounts of hair and the paintbrush and her sassy expression, and she comes with a little Pascal, and it's just the cutest little combination, and I was so happy to have her because I love Tangled so much. And I just felt like this is such a cute representation of the character, and I love the hair, the detailing in the hair, and just the fact that she comes with a little Pascal. So cute. Alright, so now for the final part of this, and believe it or not, a lot of these video game franchises I didn't buy all of the Funkos for, which is crazy. But again, I try to be super selective so I'm not just spending copious amounts on Funkos. The first one I'll mention is one of my other 6-inch Funkos, and that is the Big Daddy from BioShock, obviously BioShocks 1 and 2. This is one of my favorite Funkos. I love it so much just because of how, like, interesting the, like, silhouette of it is, and just, like, how big and buff. And they've got, you know, the face cage and the drill and these little doohickeys back here that I don't even know what they do in canon. But I absolutely love this guy, and he's got a good weight to him. I could use it as a weapon if anybody broke in. But I love him, and the Big Daddy is one of the most iconic parts of BioShock. And BioShock is one of my favorite video game franchises, so when they made this guy, I, without hesitation, went out and bought him. And the other BioShock Funkos I have are from BioShock Infinite, which is the 3rd game in the series, and that is Elizabeth Comstock. Obviously, she is one of the main characters from BioShock Infinite, and I just love her Funko. This is Elizabeth from a little bit later on in the game when her hair is shorter, but I just love how well made this is, and just the absolute details in the dress, and the fact that she's holding one of the like mana potions basically in the game, and which is cute in context of the game because she's always throwing them at the main character, Booker catch, and so I really like it, the little detail that they put into this that really makes it stand out. I will say though that this one is constantly falling down on me. It is not made well with standing up. I don't know if it's a little too top heavy or what, but this one is constantly falling down on me, and so I do have to complain a little about that. It's just that these are not supportive, but I wouldn't trade her for the world because I love her. So to top it off, the last BioShock one I have is the Songbird from BioShock Infinite. And this is just kind of another one of those things that he's a very iconic symbol in the game, and so when he came out I just wanted to have him with his clockwork wings. This is another one that has an issue standing up that I don't really like. The feet, for whatever reason, don't line up properly. So this one is a little unsteady too, which I have to make a little complaint about, but he's still really cute with his massive red eyes, and I just really like him, and the collection of him, Elizabeth, and the Big Daddy all go together really well, and so I do kind of like the way they look all together. The next one I'm going to mention is my Harley Quinn Funko. This is specifically the Harley Quinn Funko from the Arkham Knight game, which I have mad love for because it features Robins. So, told you I love Robins. But this is actually probably my favorite Harley Quinn design out of all of them. I just really like the like dyed ends, and then it still has like the red and black and white motif, but her outfit is cutesy but sexy at the same time, and I just really, this is probably one of my favorite character designs for Harley Quinn in existence. So I was like, I know I wanted to own one, and it was an easy choice to choose the one from Arkham Knight. The next two I'm going to mention are the only 2 Overwatch Funkos I own. At some point in time I probably will own them all because I'm Overwatch trash. But the first one is Tracer from Overwatch, aka Lena Oxton, but I love the Tracer Funko. I just love the detailings of the piece on her chest and the arm and the stripes on her tights, and just the glasses, the goggles, how they really do have that kind of goggly feel to them, and they really did a good job capturing that. But more than her, I absolutely love my Reaper Funko, because look at his little face. It's so cute, and he's got his little shotguns. It's just, and just the detailing on the front with the, you know, red and silver accents, and they did a really good job putting a lot of detail in this, but I can't get over how cute the little face is. Especially because it's like it's Reaper, and I'm not supposed to use the word cute with him, but look at him. He's so precious. The last 3 Funkos I'm going to mention are my most recent acquisitions, and these are my Dishonored Funkos. Dishonored The first one is one of my all-time favorite games, and so these obviously came out in preparation for the second Dishonored 2, and so I had to get them because I absolutely love Dishonored. So the first one I got was the Masked Corvo one. You have the option to get him without the mask on, but I was like, why would I want Corvo without his mask when Corvo with the mask is awesome? So I love it, just the details of the mask, and he's got his folding knife, and I just really love it because I love Corvo so much as a character, and just the detailing in the mask and the very steampunk feel that the game has, I feel like is captured really well in the Funko. To follow that up, I also got the Outsider Funko, which I love. I love the Outsider so much. One of my favorite characters, which is why Dishonored 2 is awesome to get to see more of his character. But I love this character, and I like that the Funko really represents the kind of omnipotent nonchalance that his character has. He's just kind of like there, folding his arms, and he's just like, well, whatever happens, happens, and that's very much indicative of his character. So I was super excited when this one came in the mail. I was just like, it's the Outsider! And finally, my last Funko that I'm going to mention is my Emily Caldwin Funko, which I really, really love. She's got her crossbow, and there is the mark on her hand, plus just all of the details in her jacket with her, you know, she's got the like mana potion still, and just she's got the mask tied around her, and her hair is up in the little coil, and it's just very well made. And that's something I typically have to say a lot about the video game and the anime Funkos, is that usually they're very well made, especially because a lot of them are a lot more recent, and the Funko have just progressed to get very, very detailed as the company has, like, more time has gone on. So that is one of the things I definitely have to say about why I like them so much. But yeah, Emily is just so pretty, and I'm so happy that she's the newest acquisition in my collection. Alright guys, so those were all of the Funkos I own. This video probably didn't need to be as long as it is, but it is because I ramble on terribly, and I just love my Funkos, and I don't really want to get like a bajillion comments that are like, why don't you have this Funko, or why'd you get that one over this one? Please don't. I'm very particular about my Funkos, like I said, and that has just led me to the collection I have. I definitely plan to get more Funkos as time goes on. I really want to get the Joyce Stranger Things Funko when that one comes out, because she's holding the bundle of lights and I love it. And I also plan on getting probably most of the Cowboy Bebop Funkos when those come out, because I love them. I absolutely love the Ed, the Jet, and the Spike, so I know I'll be getting those. And I'm just really excited to see what franchises Funko goes to in the future, because there's so many cute things that they can make, and I'm always in the market for cute, more adorable little Funko Pops. So you guys should let me know down below what are some of your favorite Funkos, or if you just have never seen any of these Funkos, you just want to make a comment on them, that's fine too, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye!